How did Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt's relationship become famous around the world and the stuff of legends? They are known as Hollywood's golden couple. What about their love story made the news so crazy? And when it all fell apart, it broke fans' hearts? Come with us as we talk about the fast-paced love story that marked a time and try to answer the burning question. Was their love doomed to fail, or could it have been saved? There are many relationships in the galaxy of Hollywood stars that have aroused as much curiosity and intense conversation as the one between Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. Their marriage, which was then followed by a publicly announced breakup, has been the subject of unending conjecture and scrutiny from the media. Fans and the media frequently rehash the idea of what might have been in their relationship despite the fact that years have passed since it began. This is because the mystery that surrounds their relationship continues to exist. A subject that stands out among the numerous speculations and claims is whether or not Brad Pitt ever officially acknowledged Jennifer Aniston as the woman he loves the most in his life. Through an in-depth examination of the complexities of their relationship, this piece looks into the complexities of Pitt's feelings after the breakup of his marriage and examines how the media has interpreted his introspective words. In the world of Hollywood, the love story of Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston started off like a script from a fairy tale. When they first met in 1998, it was immediately apparent that they had a strong chemistry, and they rapidly became the most famous couple in Hollywood. Their relationship was not merely the coupling of two celebrities, rather it was a representation of the pinnacle of marriage in Hollywood. Their every action, from their appearances on the red carpet to their allegedly ideal private lives, grabbed the public's attention throughout their whole existence. Their wedding, which took place in the year 2000, was a magnificent ceremony that exemplified the ultimate Hollywood wedding. This time of their life was characterized by enormous popularity and public devotion, and it established a standard for the relationships that celebrities have with one another. 2005, on the other hand, marked a significant turning point in the story. It was stated that the pair had decided to part ways, which caused shockwaves to go throughout the entertainment industry and among their fan base. Not only did the dissolution of their marriage mark the end of a romantic connection, but it also marked the disintegration of an idealistic mental image that many others had maintained. A great deal of speculation was prevalent in the media, notably with regard to Pitt's relationship with Angelina Jolie, who was his co-star in the film Mr. and Mrs. Smith. This time period was characterized by intense scrutiny from the media and speculation from the general public, with every aspect of their breakup being scrutinized and discussed. The dissolution of their marriage was not merely a private matter, rather, it was a public spectacle, which is illustrative of the enormous pressure and scrutiny that is placed on celebrity relationships. Brad Pitt has made a number of statements in the years that have passed since the end of his relationship with Jennifer Aniston, and these statements have been regarded as being reflective, if not regretful, over their relationship. His statements in interviews and public appearances frequently implied that he was experiencing a complicated range of feelings in relation to his background. His statements were extensively scrutinized and magnified by both the media and the general public, who were eager to uncover hidden meanings in his thoughts. Although he never directly claimed that Aniston was the love of his life, his remarks were frequently magnified and analyzed. In many cases, this study resulted in a narrative that was filled with feelings of regret and nostalgia regarding his decision to end his marriage to Aniston. There is little doubt that the media was instrumental in the formation of the narrative that surrounded Pitt's words. There was a tendency for publications and entertainment news sites to report his words with a particular twist, putting an emphasis on the possibility of remorse or nostalgia for his prior relationship with Aniston. For the purpose of this interpretation, direct admissions from Pitt were not taken into consideration. Rather, a reading between the lines of his utterances was utilized. As a consequence of this, the public's perception of Pitt's emotions evolved into a combination of reality, speculation, and the influence of the media. This resulted in the creation of a narrative that, albeit being captivating, was not always founded on claims that were confirmed. One of the most significant instances of media interpretation occurred in 2018, when In Touch Weekly published a report saying that Pitt had expressed sorrow about leaving Aniston for Jolie. According to the story, which cited individuals within the organization, Pitt had ultimately come to the conclusion that his decision was a serious error. Regarding the legitimacy of the sources and the accuracy of the material, however, such reports frequently raise issues about the credibility of the sources. Because Pitt has not provided any exact statements, these interpretations continue to be in the realm of speculation. This serves to illustrate the hazy boundaries that exist between celebrity news and verified facts. Jennifer Aniston has expressed her forgiveness to her ex-husband Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie for their affair, which ultimately led to the breakup of their marriage. Aniston states that she forgives them for their affair. Although Aniston, who is 45 years old, did not specifically mention Pitt, who is 50 years old, she claimed that she does not have any resentment and is a person who is able to forgive. I would say that I am. My opinion is that it is of the utmost significance to forgive. Aside from that, it basically accumulates like waste that is harmful. As she stated in an interview with Harper's Bazaar, there is nothing worse than holding a grudge. Listen, people are capable of doing things that cannot be forgiven, but then you have to let it go and say, look, we are all human beings. We are not perfect. A person who harbors any type of animosity is analogous to someone who takes rat poison and then waits for the rodent to die. During her conversation, Aniston also discussed her fiancé Justin Theroux, stating that the 43-year-old actor is her creative crush. Not only is he an outstanding performer, but he is also among the most talented comedic writers in the industry. In addition to that, he's a muralist and director, she replied with a chuckle. The fact that you are so talented at so many things and that you do not have an ego is something that I find really appealing. In terms of human beings, he is among the most modest and honorable. He's not a jerk at all. He's not like some of our friends who are young and on the rise, and when they become famous, you are like, oh, all of a sudden. He's not like that, because you are unique. Is it true that you don't greet people anymore? Troy, Brad Pitt's film, was shown at the 57th International Film Festival in Cannes, which is located in southern France. This photograph was taken on May 13, 2004, and shows Brad Pitt on the left arriving with his girlfriend Jennifer Aniston. In addition, Aniston stated that she and Theroux had initially met around the time that he was writing Tropic Thunder, and that they continued to be friends during the course of the 2012 comedy film Wanderlust, in which they both acted. As of right now, she is stating that it is nearly impossible to become bored with one another. It has been a lot of work, and even that is exciting since his eyes are so beautiful, but the fact that we can amuse ourselves and talk about an infinite number of topics is quite fantastic. In addition, Aniston is of the opinion that the topic of women's aging is being overemphasized. At what point am I meant to lose my mind? When should I be experiencing the sensation of, oh my knee? I'm really sorry. I am not experiencing any of those sensations. According to her, I have the impression that our aging marker needs to be reorganized. According to what I overheard, Halle Berry referred to her pregnancy at the age of 47 as a geriatric pregnancy, which is absolutely absurd. Infuriatingly, it is. Clearly, as women, we have progressed over time. Regarding my eyesight, however, I am expletive. I was previously nearsighted, but now I am completely blind to everything around me. Love exploring the love stories of Hollywood's biggest stars? Subscribe now for more deep dives into the romances that defined an era.